So our rice is cooked. Let me show you the pot so you can see no scorching nor anything. The rice absorbed all the water and it's looking beautiful. The thing right now is to really be kind of quick because you want to take advantage of the warmth of the rice to kind of melt and blend all the other ingredients. So now I'm going to do the chocolate, coconut, and peanut rice cakes, so the sweet version. So I have my rice here. I'm going to put it in the food processor. If you don't have one, you can just do it by hand, but I think because of the chocolate and the peanuts, it works best in the food processor. So I'm just going to put all the rice in. There we go. Now I'm going to add some brown sugar, and I'm not going to give you amount that's going to be in the side newsletter, just because I'm going to do half a recipe, because I'm going to do the savory and sweet version with the same batch of rice. Some salt, you want some sodium in there as well. Now I'm going to use some grated coconut, unsweetened coconut. There we go. And also some peanuts. I have roasted peanuts unsalted. Because I didn't have peanuts for the full recipe, I actually added a little bit of peanut butter. So you can do that the same at home, or maybe some almond butter. So any nut you like, you can add in, but peanuts is what Pedro likes, so let's go in. And now I'm going to blend this until it kind of comes to a paste. So let's do that. And then we're going to add the chocolate. So I like the amount, and then we add the chocolate, and because the rice is warm, it's going to melt the chocolate. And I am using chocolate chips, dark chocolate chips, about 60%. I think these ones are actually 63%. So now just turn the blender. Here we go. And I'm going to put it back in a bowl. Sometimes the chocolate doesn't melt. You know, there's going to be little patches of white rice. It's fine. We're going to just use our spatula and combine the rest in our bowl. It does make a little bit of mess in, you know, the washing of the dishes because the rice is sticky. But then again, that's what we want. That's what it gives the rice cakes the right consistency. So I have my spatula here. Let's put this back into the bowl. Here we go. It has the coconut and it has the chocolate and the peanuts. And if you know Pedro, you know why he likes these. And he's complaining that I'm also making the savory ones that have bacon, and he's not as fond of bacon as he is of chocolate. So, all mixed up. So now I'm going to put this, and I have actually a little aluminum foil pans that I use for the rice cakes. They're actually a batch of the recipe makes 2 pans, so it's great. It's a really easy way to then mold them and cut them. But if you don't have, you can just use like a baking dish like this one. Anything you have, you can use. Even if you have only a big one, as you can see, it's sticky, so it's not runny. So if you just use half of your baking dish, it's fine. You just do whatever size you want. So I'm going to put this here. The only thing I really want to be careful is to make sure it's like even thickness. So the rice cake's going to be even sized. Scraping all that chocolate goodness in here. Here we go. I'm going to put this here. And now we're going to also add some toppings. So I usually like to add some peanuts and some chocolate chips. I chop them a little smaller, so when I cut it's easier. Otherwise, if you have big chunks of peanuts and it's in the middle of your rice cake, it's going to fall, so it's easier to cut them smaller. I usually use just a chef's knife. And you also want to put your toppings while the rice cakes are nice and warm, because the chocolate melts a little bit and it kind of incorporates better. So let's sprinkle that on top. Also gives a little texture to the rice cakes, otherwise it's all mushy. Here we go, and then just use your hands, press that down. There we go. And now we're going to let this cool a little bit at room temperature, and then put them in the fridge. And once they're nice and cool and set and firmed up enough to cut, that's when we're going to divide them.